National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Oilers. Throwing on first down. Weaver going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw. Weaver finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, it's Daniel, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, Weaver. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. On third down, Weaver. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Kaiser now. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there for number 15. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Kaiser on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Weaver. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Weaver. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
2nd down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weaver. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
On 3rd down, it's Daniel. Breaks the tackle, now with Allen. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Operating from the gun, Weaver. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This is caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Play fake. Kaiser. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. First down, Kaiser. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down following the run. To throw, Kaiser. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here we go.
Kaiser from his end zone on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Ohio.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Kaiser to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play there. Second down. They go play action. Kaiser. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Touchdown, Houston. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw. Weaver looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniel. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. On 1st and 10, Weaver. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Kaiser. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Kaiser going up top. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
And he is knocked down from the side. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Blair with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Weaver. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check 43. Here we go. What?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. 1 yard officially on the pickup. And it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tony Jefferson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Time to the tailback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Weaver. He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense has come up with it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback. He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there. You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Kaiser. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win. They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around. Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Weaver. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on third down. Weaver. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here's a carry heading left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Caught left side. It's Beckham. zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right near the 27. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Well, Charles.
Yeah.